Welcome in, live from New Orleans. We finally made it. We're here, Super Bowl 59. It's been a roller coaster of a week. We're going to give a chance for everyone to join in. But
water's warm.
It's time to buckle the seatbelts. It's for every bet you want to know, every bet you need to know, staring down the barrel of a rematch between the Chiefs and Eagles. Luke, tell them about our friends in BetMGM as everyone continues to join in.
Welcome to Hold the Phone, presented by BetMGM. We've been in the studio. We were on the couch for a while. We've now made it to New Orleans.
We brought that same couch.
We're at the Green Lighthouse. BetMGM collab. It doesn't get any better than this.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of.
For everybody who's stuck with us, now we're here. One game left.
Through the grit and the grind. Luke, one game left.
Let's go there, sound.
4 quarters left.
Gas.
4 quarters for the rest of our life.
Yep.
The best weekend of my life or the worst catastrophe, disaster. Don't know how to financially recover. Luke, we have some big bets on the table, as we usually do.
Yep.
We have the opportunity for generational glory.
Yep.
That's usually when times like this, big games call for big bets, and hopefully it comes through. Luke, I want to start, as always, with a few nuggets. This synthetic turf that the Philadelphia Eagles
good for the Eagles, right?
Undefeated.
They don't have the Chiefs guy bringing in the turf.
They don't pushing it out his ass.
Talk about a glue guy.
That guy's somewhere locked away, I think.
Yeah. Or maybe he's here, dude. You just don't know about it yet.
So that is one good thing.
Yep.
I'm trying to bring in good notes for the Eagles because everywhere you look, you see Andy Reid off of 10 days of rest. He's 34-7 straight up. You got Patrick Mahomes' playoff career 17-3. The guy doesn't lose. You got Taylor Swift. You got the refs. You got everything in between. Everywhere you look, there's a script that points you to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
But I'm trying to stay here and be here in the city of voodoo magic to tell you that maybe there's something in the air.
Eagle nuggets.
Maybe something in the air for these Philadelphia Eagles that have been, I feel like, underestimated all goddamn season long. Next on the board, the better team with the better record.
Mm-hmm.
The better team, throw that out the window.
I got it.
The team with the better record entering the Super Bowl. 1-16 against the spread. Last 17.
Come on.
1-16 against the spread. In the last 17 Super Bowls, the team that enters the big game with the better record.
That might be the best nugget you gave me all year.
You haven't seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Wow,
that's new gas,
dude. That is. I think that was pretty gas too.
There we go.
And then I have one more, which is pretty interesting.
What do we got?
Teams in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Who are playing a team who has not had a bye. And that team had a bye. I'll start from the top. Teams playing in the Super Bowl who had a bye going against a team who didn't have a bye.
Yep.
Chiefs had the bye. Eagles, no bye. Coming in off a 3-game win streak against the Packers, Rams, Commanders.
Yep.
The teams who had the bye are 1-9 straight up since 2003. The only win is the Santonio Holmes toe drag against the Arizona Cardinals.
Was at that game. Gas.
At
in
that
the end
game.
zone. Yeah, watch them catch it. So 9-1 if you don't have a bye and the other team does. Maybe the Eagles got history on their side.
Dude, all of a sudden, it's starting to smell like the Eagles might have a little bit of history on their side. All of a sudden.
Have you decided on what you're betting? Because
Yes.
all week, there's been 2 weeks. The first week, it's all, I'm going to bet on the Chiefs. I'm going to emotionally hedge. But knowing you don't really have that mode in you.
Well, I looked at you last week and I said,
I knew you didn't have it in you, dude.
do we emotionally hedge? And you said, no, ride with your team.
Hedge with your Gardeners.
Put your balls on the table. Go out in flames. Go out fighting. Go out shooting with the Philadelphia Eagles rather than them win and be cowardly about it.
So with that being said,
we have placed the wager on the Philadelphia Eagles money line.
Bang. All your chips in one basket.
To bring home over 10 grand.
No emotionally hedging.
Yep.
Putting all your chips on the table.
Plus 105
on
BetMGM. It's now at plus 100.
T. Jameson just said, what's the big bet you're placing? No gatekeeping.
The big bet, $5,000. Eagles money line.
Bang.
Cat's out of the bag. Could be their year. Has to be their year. Are we really going to sit around and watch a three-peat? No one wants it. No one's asking for it. In the city of voodoo magic, I think there might be a magic in the air that sways to the Philadelphia Eagles side of the football. That same voodoo magic that happens in Arrowhead.
Yep.
I think when we go the birds fly south, changes. And that the turntables turn. And that the Philadelphia Eagles are now sipping on some of that Kool-Aid.
You see that stat that the team flying west and the team flying east, team flying west always wins? If one team in the Super Bowl is flying west and one team is flying, east.
Dude, I saw that last year with the Vegas Super Bowl.
Yeah. So
who was flying
Eagles
east?
are in good shape.
Niners were flying east.
Niners are flying east. Chiefs
And
are flying west. This year, the Eagles are flying west. Chiefs are flying east.
So the team that flies west.
The team that flies west wins. Yeah, how do you like that nugget, dude?
Yeah, that's a fucking nugget for sure.
Yep.
Dude, how about the team who wears white? The last 20 Super Bowls has won 16 times.
I know
that one's bullshit.
I don't like that one.
The Niners wore white last year, got their cheeks clapped.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I mean, that actually it was a
biggest concern,
loss, but they're never going to win that game.
Biggest concern for the game.
Biggest concern for the game. It's 2 words: Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot.
Every time I get confidence about the Philadelphia Eagles winning the game, I then think about how Patrick Mahomes simply doesn't lose football games.
Correct.
So that's always a problem we run into. But neither here or there. Super Bowl 59. I have confidence that it just might be the Eagles' year. I have confidence that I think people have underestimated the power of the Philadelphia Eagles. Super Bowl 57, they didn't have the best player on their offense. They didn't have the best player on their defense. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Carter. This year, we enter with a whole different mojo.
Yep.
I think the defense, it's starting to smell like under 48.5. I think the defense and the offense, both teams.
A little clock turning, dude. A lot of running.
A lot of Saquon Barkley running the ball, a lot of defensive, a lot of holding the Chiefs to field goals.
Yep.
So, yeah, cat's out of the bag. Game pick.
In the Chiefs Super Bowl last year, in regulation, 1 touchdown.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
25-22.
It might not be the same kind of game we see them play against the Bills.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. All right, let's get to the anytime touchdown scores for the
tweet it out. Tell people we're talking anytime
big
touchdowns.
game. The big game. Luke, first man on the board. We have to pick a $500 touchdown score. It's also in our nice little Slack. First man on the board is Jalen Hurts.
My favorite guy.
Dude, take the reins.
What?
Take the reins. Take the stage.
I hear that everybody's taking Jalen Hurts to score because that I just feel like it's a game where if you don't take it, you feel like a moron when he scores in the first quarter.
Pass interference in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Yep.
And I was actually just about to ask you this about Hurts. Do you think, since the Chiefs were able to stop what the Bills call a tush push, which is not, do you think the tush push goes undefeated on Sunday? You think everyone works?
That should be a bet in Vegas.
I know.
If I was running a sports book.
Do you think the Chiefs are able to stop one tush push?
If they named me CEO of BetMGM tomorrow, I would probably set it. So anytime where they need to pick up a yard, whether if it's a 31,
will they get a first down every time they run the tush push?
What would those odds be? Plus 120?
Yeah, it's got to be plus to stop it.
Plus
150. Yeah.
for a stop,
Yeah.
I would 1000% be hammering that. I think it goes undefeated.
I'm also thinking on
Does a false start count?
I think it counts. I think a third.
See, that's where we run into problems.
I think on a 3rd and 1, you might see a fake tush push.
Yeah, that's my narrative. That's what my
3rd and
narrative
1 though.
since
That's
last
when you
week.
run it.
I think I said it into a camera last week. I'm gonna say it into a camera again. A fake tush push will be on display this upcoming Sunday.
I feel like I just said it.
Dude, you got that from me.
I don't know. We can check the tape.
Oh
here.
my God, here we go with this bullshit. I literally said
Everybody
it on the
watching
show
at
last
home, let
week.
me know what just happened.
Dude, whatever.
Yeah.
I said the way it was going to go. You know what? I'm going to pull up the clip because I literally broke down how the fake tush push is going to be run. Downside hike, fake it, turn around.
They did it against the Packers, and when they were about to do it, I knew. 3rd and 1 makes so much sense. You have nothing to lose. You just do it again on 4th down.
I still have the worst PTSD.
Also, love Hurts over rushing attempts, over rushing yards, and a touchdown.
What did you send me the other day? Longest rushing
12.5. No.
Yeah, for both quarterbacks, the longest rush.
12.5, I think.
Yeah, for Mahomes and Hurts.
Give me both.
Yeah, I love that.
Give me both.
Also, Hurts is coming off a game where he didn't really have to get frisky with his feet.
No.
Now, this is now 3 weeks, including the Commanders game, where he's gotten to rest those legs.
Yep.
And 38.5, I feel like, is a joke.
Correct.
So, anytime touchdown score number 2, Travis Kelce.
Big game, Kelce.
Super Bowl 57, death taxes, and Travis Kelce in a big game.
Correct.
He scored the first touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. It went Jalen Hurts and then Travis Kelce. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel over here. That's our 2 guys right here.
Yep.
Obviously, 4 anytime touchdown scores to be listed for the big game is frisky, just due to the fact that this could be an under type game.
Yep.
I don't believe it's going to be. I don't want that scenario, but I could definitely see it. For some reason, I could see 24-19, 3 field goals from Butker, Jake Elliott snapping into it, making a couple deep ones.
Yep.
Game in the AFC Championship. I think this game, 60.5 receiving yards is what his line's at, which just seems insane. What am I missing?
Is anyone out there taking the under is what I wonder.
Dude, it went from 62.5 to 60.
They want more people on it?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Interesting nugget about the Chiefs in the Mahomes era in the Super Bowl. We talked about this.
Yep.
Guys that have scored touchdowns. Kelce.
Which is the obvious one.
Mahomes.
No.
Yeah.
Passing touchdowns?
Rushing. Damian Williams, Mecole Hardman, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, Nick Bolton, Isaiah Pacheco.
So those are all their touchdowns.
Those are all their touchdowns. No Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
It's always Andy Reid pulling tricks out of his bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
That guy's bag so deep, he's ready to deliver presents on December 24th.
Correct.
Look, that's why we have that little DeAndre Hopkins slipping in the back door.
Yep.
Because we've talked about Sky Moore, Mecole Hardman, and Valdes-Scantling are the last 3 wide receivers from the Chiefs to score touchdowns.
Right. Also, it's the Super Bowl. If you can get DeAndre Hopkins at 5-1, you take it.
Yeah, 5-1.
It's not the time to sit out. Not the time to be on the sideline.
Love this guy. Showed up in 10 games. He scored 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Now he's gone completely absent. I think it's time for him to show up in the big game. We kind of just we blew our load a little early on the DeAndre Hopkins anytime touchdown, but hey,
it's right there on the board.
Yep.
It's okay.
5-1. All right, touchdown score number 3, Xavier Worthy.
Love, that's my guy.
That's been our guy. We took him for our $500 touchdown score last week against the Buffalo Bills, or last game. When they're inside the 20, it feels like
it always gets a touch.
All of a sudden Xavier Worthy time.
He has 4 touchdowns in his last 5 games. Would be 5 in a row if he scored against the Texans, where they pitched it to him and he got tackled on the 1.
Xavier Worthy is a special individual, and we've talked about the different ways that he can score touchdowns. You know that I think we could see that Ohio State play where they have Jeremiah Smith go downside hike, curl, reverse back out. We've seen the Chiefs do it on both sides. They did it both sides. Super Bowl 57 where Mahomes motioned down Kadarius Toney, downside hike. Then he shoots out, secondary passes him on. Communication gets lost.
That play's unfair.
You know, Emotions are running high. Guys are in that moment so worried about trying to stop Patrick Mahomes on the goal line.
Yep.
Things get lost in communication. Xavier Worthy, with being how fucking fast this guy, electric this guy is, explosive this guy is, down on the goal line, we have to take Xavier Worthy for an anytime touchdown.
I agree.
These are our 4 most confident guys. You put a gun to my head, you say, tell me 4 guys are going to score in Super Bowl 57. This is who we ride with.
Correct.
You know, I could sit here and say Saquon Barkley, but we're not laying minus 200 in a Super Bowl.
No.
And our 4th and final, the homecoming, the New Orleans kid, a guy who is definitely familiar with showing up to a big game, the Heisman, the Super Bowl 100-yard receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. Dude. The Slim Reaper.
This is your guy.
Devontae Smith.
Is he your favorite player?
He's definitely up there.
I think he's your favorite.
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, see? I think he's your favorite.
He's fucked me so many times.
You might need a Devonta Smith jersey. Also, do you have a jersey you're wearing to the game?
I think I might have to wear the same one I wore to Super Bowl 57. Is that bad or is that good? Is that
bad.
jersey due or is history going to repeat itself?
It's bad.
It's bad?
Yeah, of course it's bad.
Can't wear the same jersey.
That's why you were looking on jerseys this week, but nothing would ship in time. Might have to hit the Bourbon Street, dude. See somebody selling some fakes.
Dude, fakes would be gas.
Could be gas. I'll get him Mahomes.
Dude, I can't sit next to a guy and I'm like that. That would be too much. That'd be too much for this.
You did it last year. You guys were hugging at the end of the game.
Yeah, because we invested heavily into the Chiefs.
I forgot about that video. I got to pull it out.
We invested heavily into the Chiefs.
Yep. I got a video of Gavin at the end of the last Super Bowl because he won his bet. You would have thought Patrick Mahomes was his dad.
I don't know what you want me to do.
We did it.
I don't know what you want me to do. We're in the business of content and sports betting. If I invest heavily in fading the 49ers and rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs, what do you want me to be pissed?
No,
the Eagles weren't in the Super Bowl.
I'm happy for you.
I have to bet on every game. And then I get invested in the game. I'm obviously going to be emotionally hyped up to win in Vegas, boots on ground, when they win in overtime. That was a lot on the line.
I'm happy for you. Your team won.
Dude, fuck off. All right. Those are the anytime touchdown scores for Super Bowl 59. Jalen Hurts, get men on butt cheeks. Travis Kelce, death taxes. Mr. Kelce, when the lights are the brightest, coming off a quiet game.
Yep.
Xavier Worthy, the bag of tricks. Tricks are for kids. The rookie, the Texas Longhorn.
Our guy.
He's going to get frisky with his feet one last time if the Chiefs want the chance to bring home the Super Bowl of the Lombardi Trophy. And touchdown scorer number 4, the Slim Reaper, the hometown, the kid who played his high school state championship game in the Superdome.
Your favorite player.
Devontae Smith.
Yep.
All right, let's continue on down the line. Novelty props. What's the chat saying, dude?
Dude, chat's buzzing.
Anything good? Anything fucking good?
Last one says, I wake up at 6 a.m., scratch my balls, rub the chicken, and bet dots and TD. So
dots and TD is insane.
Noah Gray or Justin Watson are scoring Sunday. That'd be great for glue guys everywhere.
If you're on the Instagram, come over to the YouTube.
Yep. Worthy is a glue guy. I think that's true.
He was glue for most of the season. Now he's developing into a star.
Glue per star.
Yeah.
Bang.
We're mid-transition.
Yeah.
From glue guy to superstar.
Yeah.
Which happens. Dude.
I think you could be a little bit of both.
They graduate glue school.
Correct.
All right. Time for the novelty props. See, Luke, this is almost an opportunity to just say exactly what we're betting for everything.
Yep.
Today's Thursday. We haven't gotten the insider info of the workers at the stadium for the first song of the halftime show.
Yeah, we'll be there all night.
Yeah, we're gonna grab our tents, maybe make a trip to
Dick's
Sporting Goods today and camp out for the rehearsal. But no, this is it. We start with the national anthem.
Yep.
We did a lot of research.
Yep.
We did a lot of prepping. Grammy Award winner John Baptiste, another New Orleans kid looking to go for glory. He said he was going to set his performance, set the rendition a week prior to the Super Bowl, set his arrangement.
Yep.
From there, it's an impromptu. He's not going to do it again. He's flying to the Super Bowl. He's getting done his performance a week before. Then he said he's letting it fly.
Somebody get on that plane.
Yep.
He's got to be here.
Yep.
He wants to change history.
He said he wants this performance
to stand the test of time.
Yep. Live on forever.
Yes.
So
no one to ever forget.
This is a guy who plays every instrument. This is a guy who is a modern day Beethoven, some may say. He tickles the twine.
Mm-hmm.
We need those first words, Osei, can you see this take place? And then this guy to go on a piano riff.
Don't sing.
a
Then
piano riff
stop
like no
singing.
one has ever seen before.
Take your
Because
time.
the fact that we took the over Reba McEntire last year at 127.
Yep.
Which is 87 seconds.
Yep.
The fact that this is 120 seconds, is this guy going to take a dump while he plays the anthem? What the hell's going to happen?
Would be
Dude,
great.
that is a long anthem.
That would be fantastic.
Last time we saw this long anthem was Chris Stapleton at 207. We took the under, and it hit.
We got some Arrow Harvey in the chat saying Kendrick will not play Not Like Us for legal reasons. I like that kind of chatter. This is what I want from the chat.
Why would he not play Not Like Us for legal
Explain.
reasons? Because it's like a diss track
Dude, I don't know.
talking about Drake?
I like to believe everything I read, so
Yeah. Well, everything I see is true. So.
Correct.
Loop, and then this brings us to the coin toss. This is a first of its kind. We're trying to make history.
Yep.
This is the first of its kind. This is groundbreaking. I want to be the only man in the stadium whose ticket was for free, was paid for before the game starts.
How are you going to do that?
By betting my Super Bowl ticket on the coin toss.
You're such an idiot.
50-50. The best odds you're going to get on any Super Bowl prop. I don't care about overs or unders. There's a lot of things that can go into that, a lot of different probabilities. We have a quarter that we've been flipping. The 2013 Maryland Fort McHenry quarter. Do you have it in your wallet still?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. We already flipped it. The cat's already out of the bag. We're betting our Super Bowl ticket with this quarter, and we're betting heads.
You're such a moron.
You want to talk about putting it all on the table, putting it all on the line?
Chat, thoughts? Go ahead.
You know, you live this life once, and when your boot's on ground, when your team's in it, this doesn't happen. This doesn't show up in the neighborhood every day. You got to go for glory as much as you can.
Yep.
And if you're going to piss like a puppy, you got to stay on the porch.
Correct.
If you enable to receive glory, you got to go for glory. And I don't see a better opportunity than paying for our Super Bowl ticket before the goddamn game starts with heads on the coin toss.
Chat, what do we think? Heads or tails? Was hoping to said tails.
I opened up the Tick Pick app.
Tails.
It's $4,000 for the seat, or $4,500 for the seat. I don't know what exactly it's going to end on, how much we're getting our Super Bowl ticket for.
Yep.
But that will be placed on the coin toss.
A lot of people in the chat saying tails.
On heads. That makes me more confident about it.
Yeah, that makes
if everyone's saying tails, tails never fails. Last year, dude, I think I can almost go every single year. Super Bowl 58, heads. Super Bowl 57, tails. Super Bowl, and then it went like heads, tails. I'm not going to keep going. But
I had a bet with my buddy every year. I have tails, he has heads. $50. 1 year, let me know what you think about this. Overtime comes. It's heads. He wants the $50. We didn't even talk about it. You think that should have been like mutually understood that was a bet? Because then I told him like
there's 2 coin tosses last year too.
And then I told him you should have texted me before, being like, because I didn't even know anything was on the line.
You know what's such bullshit? Now they do the coin tosses. It's like this side is
it's like the NFL Shield.
Yeah.
Like
this side is
Booth.
John Wilkes Booth, and
Yeah.
this side's Patrick Mahomes' the ass cheeks.
Correct.
It's like one side is heads and one side is tails.
Give me the cheeks.
Yeah, like what are we doing here?
Yep.
So yeah, fellas, there's never been more on the line on a coin toss, I think, in human history.
Correct.
I think we are trying to just do something groundbreaking. We're trying to pay for our Super Bowl ticket before the goddamn game starts with betting heads.
It's going to be an interesting
on
scene
the coin
in the
toss.
stadium, win or lose.
Correct. And if that loses, then hopefully the Eagles win.
And if that loses and the
And
Eagles
if that
lose,
loses, I'm gonna walk
it's going to
back
be an
home
expensive night.
because then we're gonna hit Bourbon Street and it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Well, at
so
that point, you might
sad.
as well start buying shit.
But dude, you know, it's like it's that thought of like, fucking go for it,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah,
Go for it. Could either be the best night of our life or an absolute disaster.
Correct.
And that's why we play the game.
That's what the Super Bowl's all about.
That's why we play the game.
Yep.
So Please be heads.
Yep.
Please be
Come
heads.
on, heads. One time.
All right. And now the Gatorade color. I'm betting yellow because I think that is the Gatorade color.
Is it
for the
always
Philadelphia
yellow for the Eagles? Like, why are you so confident in yellow?
Lane Johnson in 2022 said it was all yellow. That NFC Championship round, it was yellow. Last year, obviously, Super Bowl 58, they don't make an appearance. Then we fast forward to NFC Championship round. They beat the Washington Commanders. First game was yellow. They're not fucking switching shit up at this point.
I agree. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Like, if blue comes out of left field, I'll live with it. If I am investing in the Philadelphia Eagles, I am investing with yellow for being the Gatorade color.
And the Chiefs go with usually purple, right?
Yeah.
Every Super Bowl for Mahomes has it been purple?
Like, yeah. I think the one year, their first Super Bowl when they beat Jimmy Garoppolo, I think it might have been red.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay.
Last year, there was a whole thing where it's like they didn't even see the color.
Correct.
Like, I was like looking for it, and like it was a weird time they dumped it on Andy Reid, but it turned out to be purple.
Got it.
Everyone after the game, like 5 minutes after, I saw it all on Twitter. What was the Gatorade color? What was the Gatorade color? They didn't show it. They didn't show it. They need to be more sharp about that.
Well, it's tough. Like, usually it's like you're kneeling and you got time, and then they're like chasing the coach. Walk off in overtime is not, no one's like thinking, most people are thinking about the game.
Yeah, correct.
You're not dialed into the Gatorade
color.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. So those are our novelty props. I put Kendrick Lamar ? Because we still haven't gotten any.
Hit the chat if you got any Kendrick Lamar.
If you know anyone
intel.
who works at the stadium, security, something, what will be the first song of the Kendrick Lamar halftime show? We also talked
Let us know.
We also talked about how like Kendrick Lamar halftime show just sucks.
Yep.
There's so many better opportunities out there.
Yep.
Than Kendrick Lamar. Give me Coldplay, dude. Give me fucking Blink 182. Give me Justin Bieber. Give me fucking something.
I agree.
Super Bowl 57 was Rihanna.
Everyone's gonna be like, that was generational.
That was sick.
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar's chop.
Yep.
All right, let's continue on down the line. That segment of novelty props
Southern Comfort
was presented by Southern Comfort.
Smooth Southern Comfort. New Orleans.
Southern Comfort.
After this,
might have to rip some of that late
Yeah.
night.
Hell
the
yeah.
Juice is flowing.
The good people at Southern Comfort fan of the program.
Maybe it will calm me.
Yeah.
Trying to,
Give you a couple of those before the coin toss.
A lot of emotions running incredibly high, higher than ever. But, I feel alive.
Comfortably different, Southern Comfort.
The fact that we're here not only for any Super Bowl, this being the third year in a row, being able to get to go to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
And it being the Eagles.
Yep.
It's pretty fucking special. Let's continue on down the line.
What do we got next?
Going for Glory Parlay.
One last chance to go for glory.
One last chance.
Then it's college basketball.
Quarters.
Then it's baseball. That's it.
Cooking cookies, baking cookies with grandma.
The Masters. What else we got?
Masters,
March Madness.
Masters is gas.
Yeah.
Masters is awesome. I also love college basketball. But here we are.
Of course.
Going for glory. 6 legs, Luke.
Yep.
Brings home over 9,000.
As it should.
As it should.
Correct.
And when I look at this parlay, and I'm not even looking at my computer's black. It's been black this whole time.
Sharp. You never charge it. You lost your charger and mine.
My thought process is, who sells this?
Correct.
The fact that this is, we got a lot of comments because we posted this on TikTok and Instagram last night, previewing the Super Bowl. Everyone kept saying, "How is this plus 9,000?"
That's how you know it's good, or that's how you know it's going to lose.
That's true.
Yeah,
you could look at that one or two ways.
Correct.
Script. Super Bowl 57, Jalen Hurts runs for 3 touchdowns. Last week against the Commanders, he rushes for 3 touchdowns. We have Jalen Hurts 2+.
Yep.
Other side of the football, let's run through this like a 40-yard dash. Travis Kelce, anytime. Then those are the only guys we have to worry about getting in the end zone. It is tough to think about the Philadelphia Eagles when they get down in the red zone. Who's exactly going to score?
Yep.
Whether if it's Barkley, whether if it's A.J. Brown, whether if it's Devonta Smith. All we know is if one of those guys get down at the 1, auto Jalen Hurts. Also, not to mention, if we're inside the 5, we could see read options. We could see a bag of tricks.
This is why you got to take him.
It's
dude.
fucking Jalen Hurts.
Because you watch the game, and if you have Saquon Barkley and he gets chased down at the 1 because he's not playing the Commanders, so you don't just get to run. If you get past the first down, you get to score. Then you get so mad at yourself when you see all those big dudes coming in to shove his ass in the end zone.
And then these next few props we like a lot. Jalen Hurts, 38.5 rushing yards. I feel like if there is any opportunity, if the Eagles want a shot to win this football game, Jalen Hurts is going to have to run for over 38.5 on the ground.
Correct.
Next on the board, Devonta Smith, 50-plus receiving. We've already talked about reasons why we like this gentleman in this game. Had 100 against the Chiefs. Has been creeping up slowly.
Yep.
We talked about how Dallas Goedert went into last week's game leading the team in receiving yards. I feel like that production from a yardage standpoint starts to get pushed a little bit towards Devonta Smith in a big game like this. Streaking across the middle, down the sideline. Let's see a couple big plays. Next, that's 4 legs in. We only need 2 left. Saquon Barkley, 12.5 receiving yards. This one's getting swept under the rug a lot. And the further we get into the week, the more I start to like it.
Dink and dunk. Little dink, little dunk.
Little dink, little dunk.
Yep.
All it takes is 1 catch. We're never out.
Nope.
He could have 0 catches in the third quarter, catch 1, go crib it.
Yep.
And then the last but not least, probably maybe our tallest uphill battle. But if this is the script, if the Eagles have won a chance to win, if there is truly fluke shit in the air for the Philadelphia Eagles, we're gonna need a tip pass at the line. We're gonna need a batted ball.
Watching this game, rooting for Mahomes' interception. What could go wrong?
We're gonna need something to get thrown through the hands of a young rookie Xavier Worthy, of a Juju Smith-Schuster, of a DeAndre Hopkins, of a Hollywood Brown. We're gonna need a tip deflected pass to be intercepted.
Eagles winning, last play of the game. Mahomes, Hail Mary.
Oh,
hot.
Last leg of the parlay hits.
Yellow Gatorade poured on Sirianni. It was tails.
We win $25,000.
You win millions. See you there.
Straight to the Super Bowl or straight to the parade down Broad Street in Philly. So that's the Going for Glory parlay.
Yep.
That's it. Right there. 6 legs. We went 8 legs the wild card round, split across a bunch of games. 8 legs divisional, 8 legs conference. We knocked at the doorstep. Those were more long shots, $100 for 10K. This is $100 for 9. We shaved off 2 legs, 1 game, 4 quarters for the rest of our fucking life.
Oh, let me tell you about my Chomps play of the week.
Nice.
Chomps travels with us all the way down to New Orleans.
Dude, they are just something incredibly special
Best
about
beef
those
steak
things.
in the game.
I think there might be some addictive chemical in that because I can't stop eating them.
Don't say that about Chomps, dude.
Dude, it's a compliment. They're so good.
All right. So here's my problem. All year, I've been thinking about glue guy in the Super Bowl. Right?
Here we go about this little Gainwell road.
My favorite glue guy in the game, Kenneth Gainwell. Because I feel like
guys seeing stars.
It's stealing. Like against the Commanders, his rush receiving was like 17.5. First quarter, bang. 1 play.
Yep.
Saquon beats him up. He comes in. He gets to run for however long he wants.
Yep.
But he's got a concussion.
Yep.
And I still am not seeing. I've been every morning I Google Kenneth Gainwell. How's he doing? Is he okay? I call him. How you doing, Kenneth?
Shoot him a DM, dude.
But so if Gainwell plays, I'm all over it. If he doesn't play, Will Shipley.
Come on.
Have to.
Will Shipley's insane.
And if either,
no, I actually like that. Not for an anytime
touchdown.
You're just saying
Saquon gets tired.
like a rushing prop.
Props, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also love for $500, we're taking a punt at BetMGM at plus 200 to be downed inside the 5-yard line. I believe it happened last year in the Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs did it. So
if defenses are going to show up,
we're going to bring home 1,500 if a punt gets down inside the 5. Here's what I'm worried about.
We're going to be so rich after this game.
Here's what I'm worried about. Correct. I'm worried about everybody going for it at like the 50. I need like 3rd and 8 from the 40 sack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
4th and 10 from the 50.
Yeah.
4th and 10 from the plus 45. Something like that. I can't be having 4th and 3s at the 40.
Yeah. Dead.
So
you're going to need a 3rd and short.
Jalen Hurts loves getting sacked on 3rd down in field goal range.
Very true.
Please.
Dude, that's actually a sharp perspective on that.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke, before we wrap this show, we're unfortunately not going to do any guest call-ins because we don't have that that ability today.
Because we're live in New Orleans.
Yeah. I want to break down, just recap exactly what we're betting.
Go ahead.
This is exactly what we're betting for Super Bowl 59. We're going to be rich after
Now let's
this
go
game.
back to the Super Bowl live from New Orleans graphic.
Yeah. That'll be perfect. I just want to do a little recap action.
Go ahead.
Yeah, perfect. This is exactly what we're betting for Super Bowl 59 in the Superdome. We're going to be rich after this game.
Buckle the seatbelts.
We're going to be rich after this game. So it is $5,000 on the Eagles money line.
Correct.
Brings home over 10K.
Bang.
What's the worst that could
What
happen?
could go wrong?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
However, we start the game with the over 120.5 national anthem, Jean Baptiste. Modern day Beethoven.
Yep.
The hometown kid going for glory. Show us over in the anthem. The coin toss. We're going to be the first gentleman in human history to pay for our Super Bowl tickets by placing a wager that covers for the game on the coin toss. Show us heads.
Bang. What could go wrong?
We're going to hit all these bets. This is going to be perfect. Next on the board. We then have our Going for Glory Parlay. Luke, who the fuck is our first touchdown? That goes
Worthy.
That goes to New Orleans.
Said Hollywood Brown.
Yeah. I feel like
Worthy.
that goes can
Worthy.
blow it out his ass.
Worthy.
Worthy?
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
You want it to be an Eagle?
No. I kind of like emotionally hedging with a
Let's go with
Chiefs
Worthy.
player.
It's been our guy all year, dude. Ride him to the Super Bowl.
What's his odds?
I got it.
Because, I don't want to be the guys who are like, oh, my God.
12-1.
We hit
Plus 1,200.
We hit a plus
or
500.
AJ Brown plus 1,300.
I like that too. Yeah, I want it to be something outside of the box.
Pacheco plus 1,700 could be sneaky value. Or like a weird Chief.
Noah Gray.
DeAndre Hopkins, 2,800. Yeah. Gave you lots of options.
DeAndre Hopkins would be fun.
All right, let's do that. Plus 2,800, dude.
All right. Our first touchdown score, we're going to roll with DeAndre Hopkins. Plus 2,800.
Bang.
We want to go for glory. Any opportunity we can get. This is why we play the game right here. Doesn't get much better than this. Since we're investing into the Eagles, the Gatorade color we will be betting is yellow.
Yep.
We just know it's going to be yellow Gatorade if the Eagles win. We're going to continue to go for glory. Super Bowl MVP.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter.
Come on.
Plus 6,600.
Yep.
It would be fun if we hit Hurts. I feel like there's great value on Hurts at plus 325, but then
And we all know what's really going to happen. At the end of the game, they're going to give Mr. Mahomes all the trophies, and he's going to get in his car and go home. Yeah. Gavin's scrolling through. He's like, Jalen Carter. I'm like, scroll up. Bang, right there. There's your guy.
Who's our $500 touchdown score?
Jalen Hurts.
Our $500 touchdown score for our 6th primetime game in a row is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is our $500 touchdown score. So we have national anthem, coin toss, game pick, first touchdown score, anytime touchdown score, our Going for Glory parlay, and our Gatorade color. These all feel fantastic.
We'll be back Sunday morning.
We'll be back Sunday morning with the Kendrick Lamar first song of halftime.
Big show Sunday morning. Super Bowl
Massive.
Sunday.
Hopefully I can make it by then. I'm going
to be taking care of Gavin this next
Sunday morning. It's going to feel like an emotion like none other. Well, Super Bowl 57, it felt like it was an honor to be there.
Yep.
It felt like
it's a business trip.
This is incredible. Now this is like
now you're betting $5,000 on the coin toss.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
Yep.
Fellas, we'll see you on the other side. It was a hell of a show breaking down all the clips. Be sure to subscribe. BetMGM, Southern Comfort, Chomps, Falling from the Ceiling.
We'll see you Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday. Stay tuned to all the content being posted on both Dr. Locks and Gavin McHugh and Glue Guy.
I was worried you weren't going to give me a plug.
Yeah, dude, that would have been fucked up.
See ya.
Fellas, we'll see you on the other side.